All right, guys, so our next squat pattern is going to be the front squat. Now, we absolutely love the front squat, especially in the initial phases and for younger athletes because of the stabilization and the thoracic extension that it requires within the trunk. So we're working the entire posterior chain here. So what Ian's gonna do is he's gonna perform a front rack position. Now what's gonna happen is essentially Ian has great mobility, so he's going to place that bar basically by driving his elbows up, making his upper limb parallel to the ground, and essentially resting the bar right there on his shoulders in a comfortable position. Now he's gonna continue to drive those elbows up and in as he lowers and raises the weight, performing a squat pattern. So the same things from a squat. Exactly, feet right underneath, driving the hips straight down, keeping the torso upright. The more torso is upright, the more he can focus. As a cueing, I often like to tell guys to make sure that when they are coming up, to focus on driving the elbows up and in and up, and that really drives and forces that thoracic extension. Now, if you don't have the mobility in the shoulder to be able to perform this, there's a couple different variations that we can perform. Now, you can go into the same front rack position where essentially you cross the arms here, and now you don't need that same mobility, and you can perform the same thing. Key is to continue to keep the elbow and the upper limb as high as possible, and then perform your squat movement. Good, one more. And then the final one is a little bit easier for some guys. If you happen to have lifting straps, you can essentially perform that first front rack position that we had, but essentially by holding on to straps, which is gonna allow you to not have to force that mobility and still keep you in an upright position. Now, some guys feel that this variation of this front squat, they feel the most powerful simply because they have something to also tug on when they're raising the bar up. So there you have it for the front squat.